Hi guys, welcome to my next update. I actually made a video about this already and I couldn't find it on my phone. I don't think it was recording, so I spent about half an hour jabbering on and it never got recorded, but these things happen. So a few days ago I found out some pretty shocking news. I was going to move into a new place because I had to vacate the place I had been living in. Nothing bad happened, it was just the timing. That's how we agreed how long I was going to stay there, and the time's up, so I vacated the place actually a little earlier, and I've been staying cat sitting for a friend of mine, and now that ended a little early, so that's why I'm homeless for today's. But I have another cat sitting gig starting tomorrow, so I'm moving into a new place tomorrow, and I'm gonna have a place to stay until the end of the month. But come October, I have nowhere to live. And you know, it's not a big deal right now. I don't really care. I really don't care. Something will come up, or I can live in my car. But when I first found out from this guy who was gonna rent me out his casita, which is like a little studio attached to his house with a separate entrance, I was super excited about it. It was at a good price that I could just about afford because I don't have a big income. I have a limited income because I can't work here. So I could just about afford that place. I was so stoked that I was going to live there. But then he backed out and he says, I don't think it's going to work out. And I'm like, great. So I either find a new place at the same price, or I will become a hobo that lives in his car. So you could be looking at my future house. I am saving money. But I'm saving money to buy another property, so I don't want to blow my money on rent, on expensive rent, or live in hotels. I know that, like, when Daniel's my favorite YouTuber, by the way. I will name drop him a few times. Hi, Daniel. I know when Daniel gets in fights with his wife, he usually goes to the hotel. I don't want to do that because it costs money, and Daniel probably makes a lot more money than I do with his YouTube channel. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. He's got 64,000 subscribers, so he actually makes money from YouTube. I don't. So I can't afford to stay in hotels that cost me like $70-$80 a night. I have money, but it would eat up too much of my savings too quickly, so I'd rather just live in my car. And I don't have to worry about it being cold. It's never cold here. It's the opposite. I have to worry about it being too hot. I'm half homeless. And from October, I might be full-time homeless. Maybe I should set up a Patreon. Would anybody give me a couple of dollars if I set up a Patreon? Oh my God, I'm so not doing this for money, but sometimes you just need money to survive. So I am kind of at the edge of a town called Cathedral City. And I'm staring at the setting sun. It's pretty cool. I'm probably going to see a nice sunset. If I show it to you, probably won't look like a lot. There's the mountains on the side. It's just so beautiful out here. And I'm at the end of the road, literally. And on that side, behind those trees, there's a freeway. So, last night I slept in my car. Yeah. No, I'm not homeless yet. It just so happened that the two periods where I was going to stay at two different places didn't meet up like I originally planned, and I had to leave the first place earlier, so I had 2 days where I didn't have a place to stay, and I decided that I was going to act as if I had nowhere to go. I have plenty of friends. I could just ring a bunch of people now and say, hey, can I crash at your place for 2 days? And I know these people would say yes, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to see how I would manage if I didn't have that option, and if I had to stay on my own, and if I had to be homeless, if I was homeless, what it would be like. So last night I spent my first night in the car in California, and it was pretty easy. It wasn't that uncomfortable. My car, as you can see, it's pretty big, and I got a bunch of junk in here because now all my possessions are in my car. I should actually give you a tour of it, and I will. It was a little bit, the major problem with sleeping in your car in the summer in the desert is that it's really hot. Where I was sleeping last night, the temperature varied between, it was 89, like at 10 p.m. it was 89 degrees, and that's pretty hot. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I think it's like 35 or something. It's a lot. So it was hot, and my only problem was sweating and being too hot. So I took my t-shirt off, but then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get my seats all sweaty. My seats are very nice. They're nice fabric, and they're nice color. I don't want to get my seats all sweaty and gross, so I put on a different t-shirt and I try to sleep in my t-shirt. But I'm gonna have to, if I do this again, I think I'm gonna have to buy some big towels or blankets and just sleep on the blanket. Anyway, so it wasn't really that scary. I managed to get about 5 hours of sleep. It was a safe place. It was within a guarded community, and my friend lives in that community. Of course, I didn't tell him that I was going to be sleeping in the car because he wouldn't let me. He'd be like, no, you're sleeping at my house. So I had to sneak out and pretend that I'm going to my house, which I don't have anymore. So I slept in the car. Yay. I'm a little bit inspired by a channel called Hobo Alley, and she's so cool. She lives in her truck or in her van, and she makes everything work out so well. I like watching her channel, so she really inspired me to try to sleep in my car. So tonight I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try to sleep in my car again. But the way my valley is shaped where I live, even though it's it's a valley, so when you're down in the lower parts of the valley, it's really, really hot. When you go up into the mountains a little bit, it's cooler. So I think I'm going to go to a different town today within the valley called Desert Hot Springs. Desert Hot Springs is not as hot as Rancho Mirage or Indio. So it's usually about like 7 degrees cooler Fahrenheit. So I'm hoping to get like 80 tonight, or even 75 when I go to sleep in my car tonight. Again, I'm kind of debating to just like ring up one of my friends and ask them, hey, can I crash at your place? And it would be so much more convenient, but I don't really want to. Okay, practical things. People sometimes wonder, how do you do your business? How do you keep clean? Okay, well, let's talk about that. So I have a gym membership. It's really cheap. It's $10 a month. I just came back from the gym. I showered. I didn't shave, but normally I shave at the gym too. So I feel very clean. I put on my cream. I take care of my skin, brush my teeth. It's just like doing that at home. There's no difference. So you shower at the gym, and I got some exercise. Then I showered, filled up all my bottles with water. So I have like 4 bottles full of water, and I have a big container of water in the trunk, which I just bought for 79 cents at Food for Less. Yeah, so I went to the gym, had a good workout, and this is my dinner. Some fried chicken. The bananas are actually for breakfast tomorrow, and I've got my protein shake, 30 grams of protein, 190 calories. Just so I don't stay too skinny. So there's some people that just pulled over. Should I film them? I think they're like they pulled over to let their dog go to the bathroom. But this is the end of the road. And behind those bushes there's a freeway. And over there's a town, which you can't really see. Let me show you all the stuff that I have. So, all the stuff that I have with me in my car is 90% of everything that I own in America. I have one more suitcase that I left at my friend's house. Everything I need to live and survive on, and even do a little eBaying or whatever, I've got in my car. So I try to keep the front tidy because sometimes I drive people around. In the back, I just have like a few junky, my backpack, the sun shield because it's so sunny, and some clothes that I use as a pillow, and the bulk. So this is my car. But before I show you my trunk, actually we're here, so I'm going to show you what's inside. Messy. Okay, so there's my hat. There's a bucket with like tools and my boots that I use like if I have to do any manual tasks or whatever. I've got 2 suitcases here. Those things, I need to get rid of those things. So I've got 2 suitcases. Okay? And this suitcase has like my underwear, my bathroom stuff, socks, clean underwear and clean socks. That suitcase has more like my t-shirts and, let's see, like, yeah, pants, shirts, just clothes, you know. And here's like just a pair of jeans, my laundry, my detergent, a couple of gallons of water. How many gallons is that? Oh, it's just 1 gallon of water, which is 3.75 liters. And that's, someone gave me a bathrobe with my name on it and slippers with my name on it. Isn't that cute? Anyway, these are like, someone gave me this suitcase. This suitcase was originally for wine, and obviously I don't have that much wine, so I took out these foam forms, and because they just take up extra space, and I just use this suitcase as a regular suitcase for my stuff. Okay, the hat really keeps the sun away. It's a good hat. So, okay, these people went away. This phone is so hot in my hands. It's like burning. It's really hot. So this is the desert. Over there, where the sun is setting, it's the Mount San Jacinto, the San Jacinto Mountain. Over here on this side, it's Cathedral City. Cathedral City is a city next to Palm Springs. There's a lot of desert land, and a lot of this land belongs to the Indians. And by Indians, I mean Native Americans, just to be clear, not Indians from India. There aren't that many Native Americans here left, but there are some. I think there's like 2 tribes, and that building over there, they own it too. That's their casino. I don't know if they own this land or not. Probably. They own a lot of, like, if you see empty land like that, it's usually Indian land. Maybe not. Maybe it's the city land. And this is the end of the street. There's me. I might sleep here. It looks like a really peaceful place. And there's a gas station there, so if I need to go to the bathroom or something, I can just go to the gas station. So this is my hobo life. If I had to do this, I know I could survive living in my car. Okay, I think I'm going to finish my dinner now. So, I wimped out tonight. I couldn't sleep in my car. It was just too hot. It was, last time I checked, it was 96 degrees. I just couldn't sleep. It's too hot. I can't sleep in the car when it's that hot. And I don't want to run the air conditioning all night because it will kill the battery, and I don't think it's good for the car. So I called one of my friends, and I'm crashing at his place, just staying in his guest bedroom. So yeah, only one night in my car. 2 nights didn't work out only because of the weather. Otherwise, I could have done another night easily.